Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Me and the goat just pulling back into Rockport. Let's see what we got for gas prices today. I've seen them, what was it, $2.69 a gallon a few days ago when I checked. Okay, across the street we got $2.42 a gallon. And what do we got right to the right here? $2.49 a gallon. You think being across the street from each other, they would get together and have a similar price, but they rarely match up here. Guess they're not too worried about it. You're going to get gas wherever you're going to get gas from, right? The sun has been in and out. It's supposed to come out actually in a few hours. For the rest of the day until sunset. Right now it's just kind of warm and overcast. Waiting for this light to turn green. You ready for it?
I have a fear of speed bumps. I'm slowly getting over it.
Not bad. Not as good as my autobiography joke yesterday, but still pretty good. Rosita's Mexican restaurant on the left there. My buddy Mark swears by that place. He likes it. I've eaten there a few times. Gotten good food. It's been a while though. I'm going 30 miles an hour, which is the speed limit here. Those people were probably shopping downtown. They got their bags. They're having an event downtown here to kind of promote the stores downtown and Christmas shopping and all that kind of fun stuff. I see a pink trailer. Oh, I've seen that pink trailer online. I can't remember. That looks just like a horse trailer. They got a pink horse trailer. Huh. Nice looking. I guess if Barbie got horses. Rock Bottom looks crowded, or maybe just a parking lot, huh? There's an event going on. Aransas Bay is straight ahead. Let's see what's going on down here. If you're downtown, right here on the barber shop wall on the right, Cool Coastal Camp, which promotes an old KKK camp they had here in the 1920s. And on their advertising, everything's spelled with a C. But if you go online and check their flyers, everything is spelled with a K. A little piece of history. Yeah. This is about as crowded as we see it in downtown Rockport. All the people are out walking the stores. That's good. Hopefully the local businesses will make some sales and people buy cool, unique things. I used to come down here to get, there's a skateboard kid. I thought it was coming this way. Woo! Fancy. I used to go there every year and get Texas greeting cards. They'd have like Santa Claus with a cowboy hat and cowboy boots on the front of the card. Usually a horse instead of reindeer. Little things like that. Letting people cross the street. Are you coming this way, ma'am? No, you're going straight. Okay. We'll go then. Here's the art center. They got the little train going today. There's a little go-kart train that will take you up and down the street here and usually through the harbor. Nice. And then the ice rink is up here on the left. They got that there's the cart for the kids and the old people and the mom and dads who get drug along. People behind me, but no one's bumper to bumper, so everyone else is kind of looking around and seeing what's going on as well. We're just getting the Christmas lights up. Let's just cut through this part of the harbor. You can see the American flag waving there. It's just wafering in the breeze. They had, for a long time, the flag of Ukraine flying up here, and the Israel flag, but I haven't seen those lately. Rockport PD car. Speed limit is 10 miles an hour through here, believe it or not. And we're going 9. There's your postcard, kids. Texas Maritime Museum. That museum is free. Pretty cool. We got the Art Center back there. Straight ahead is the Bay Education Center. That is also free. I see a Stitch right there. I see a blue Lilo and Stitch. Just Stitch. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's just a nice mellow day. I wonder if Luciano's out today. Woo! Excuse me, Mr. Egret. Whooping cranes are back. I've spotted them flying around. Apparently when I'm driving, they like to come close to my truck. But if I'm filming, they don't want anything to do with me. We got the only whooping cranes that are camera shy. Fishing. 1, 2, 3 fishermen. 4 fishermen. Don't see any fish. What are we guys, a drinking town with a fishing problem? Look at that sky. That is so dark. It almost looks like smoke. It's so dark. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit of rain, but it just doesn't feel like it. Nope, Luciano's not up here today. If there's like a 10% chance of rain, Luciano's not going to be up here. I don't know. I've waved to him and said hello, but I don't think I've talked to Luciano since his birthday, which was back in October, right? October 26th, maybe, something like that. We brought Luciano all those cards and gifts you guys sent. Wanted to buy my beach pass for next year, but they only sell them out of this booth on the right, and they weren't open at the moment. We'll have to come back during the week. There's the crab. There's the great green crab. That crab looked so cool before they painted it. Kind of like a beat copper look to it. They had photos of it online when they were working on it, and I really was impressed with like how it looked. And now that it's painted, it looks like something that should be like in a children's playground. And maybe that was the design all along. I don't know. But not a fan. Sorry. There's a great blue heron on the right there. Doing great blue heron stuff. probably trying to get a mammal, some type of rodent over in the bushes there. She saw something looking tasty. There's a Circle K right here. What's the price of gas here? It's going to be in the same ballpark, right? $2.42 a gallon. Poor Man's Country Club. Little bar, and they got food in there and TVs and stuff. I would imagine there's college football happening today. I don't really follow any football. I'll check scores for the NFL, but I don't really have a particular college team that I follow. I know the Longhorns, the Aggies, and LSU are big with people around here. 2 days ago, I noticed that H-E-B grocery store here, their gas pumps weren't, they're still not. The sign that displays the prices are apparently not working. So I'm kind of curious if the gas pumps are working, because I only saw one vehicle at the pumps. I think they have 8 or 10 lanes there. There's Dairy Queen. Yellow light. The light was yellow, officer. Whataburger. New oil change place. We got Starbucks coming up on the right. Mail center on the left there is already closed. There's another car wash place they're building. There's a car wash place on the left. There's Starbucks. All open for business. They got cars there, but I wouldn't say it's packed. They got 4 or 5 cars there. That road will take you down to the cemetery. Tequila Jalisco. There's that little park on the right here. I did go up through Rockport Beach. Really just a handful of people there today. I'm going to go down here a few more blocks and then cut down to the water.
Why can't you hear a pterodactyl and go to the bathroom? The P is silent.
Not bad. Not bad. I think we've heard that one before, but we're not hearing that every other joke like some of the other ones. The P is silent. There's Grease Monkey. That replaced Minuteman. Ace Hardware. State Representative Todd Hunter's office. Pizza Hut. Popeyes. What else we got up here? Subway. I want to thank Kurt. Kurt left me a super chat when I woke up this morning. I had a nice super chat waiting for me. So Kurt, thank you very much. I'm going to spend half of that on gas and half on Purina goat chow. Thank you, Kurt. And also want to thank my friend Kevin at Hiking for Jackie Boy, one of my favorite channels. So Kevin, thank you, and mostly thank you, Jackie Boy. And I hope you and your family are having a good day. There you go. There you go. It's always nice when you remember to thank people. Guy on a bicycle. Not too bad. Yeah, I'm wearing a new hoodie that my friends Tracy and Leah sent me. They sent me 2 hoodies. Got one on now. I didn't know it was 78 degrees out. I thought it was in the 60s today. Spend all day on my phone. God forbid I should check out the weather, huh? There's 36. If we made a left, it would take us up to the highway. If we make a right, let's make a right here. It'll take us downtown. Downtown Fulton. Tobacco Express. About, once a month I go to Tobacco Express and get a lottery ticket. I think I've only gone once in like the last 6 months. But sometimes I park down here at night. So I'm right here several times a day. And it's convenient to go there. I don't mind buying a lottery ticket a month. If I was buying one every day, then I would have to say I have a problem. Of all the problems that I have, having a lottery ticket addiction isn't one of them. You come down here on a Friday or Saturday night, it's jumping down here. They have music, indoor, outdoor bars and stuff. Jim Bob's Barbecue, parking only. There's Who Dat. Bench warmers. Jim Bob's is not open, unfortunately, at the moment. There's Sugar Shack. Elect Russell Cole for Ramsey County Judge. There is Charlotte Plumbers. Charlotte Plumbers. Make a right, we can go through Fulton Harbor while we're here. Has anyone seen any of the larger ships go through the Corpus Christi ship channel? Someone asked me that, and I said, no, I haven't. I haven't been over there all that much. I was just wondering, like, since they took down the cross section of the harbor bridge, have they been able to get any larger ships through the ship channel? There's a skimmer, the world famous nature tours. Pretty good. Some fishing boats. Some people say that's a shrimp boat. I'm like, not if they're not fishing for shrimp. Some seasons it might be a shrimp boat. Seems like it's a little more windy over here in Fulton. Just a couple miles away, but the flags are blowing a lot harder here. They must have moved the boats out of these slips while they're working on the finger piers. Either that or most of the fleet is out in the bay. I guess we can answer that question by looking out on the water and see if we see any shrimping boats, fishing boats, oyster boats. I don't even know what season it is. There you go. I was at a Planet Hollywood in Orlando, Florida, and the restaurant itself was a big globe. If any of you had been there, it's the exterior of the restaurant's like a big round circle, and right outside of the Planet Hollywood, they had the fishing boat Jenny, the one they used in Forrest Gump, that he named after Jenny. Because Forrest and Jenny were like peas and carrots. And I thought that was cool. Do they still have Planet Hollywoods? Do they still have Hard Rock cafes? I always like the stuff the display stuff in Planet Hollywood better than the Hard Rock Cafe. They'd have stuff for movies or, outfits. Not that the Hard Rock Cafe didn't have cool memorabilia, but I just liked the Planet Hollywood stuff better. Try not to drive into the sun. Show all the little dirt on the windshield that I missed. I could spend an hour cleaning the inside and the outside of the windshield. And as soon as I start a video, I can see spots I missed. So this is a Aransas Bay. Kind of weird. See the little flags on the golf cart in front of us? They're hardly moving. Wonder why that is. What's going on there? She's all decked out for Christmas. And we got a wave. That's all we ask for. We just want to wave. I hope you're all having a good weekend. I hope everyone's set for Christmas. Christmas isn't worth going into debt for, guys. Jesus does not want you to go in debt to celebrate his birth. Because that's what it is. It's a celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. And it's awesome that we give each other gifts, but do what you can with who you can. I try to take care of the young people and the old people. And if you're middle-aged, you're on your own. I had someone send me a message. They were very upset that they were about to be homeless. And this is someone that always asks me for money. And I have to point out to them that I've been homeless for over 6 years. And not once did they offer me any type of help or assistance or ask if I needed anything. But sometimes people think it's only them that's struggling and having problems. There's a car behind me I'm going to let go. Sorry, buddy. Wow, 2. I've now become the old guy that blocks the road. Okay, he's making a left right there. Where there's another car blocking the road and he can't get by. But no matter how bad you think your life is, there's always people with more problems than you got, Unfortunately. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. And I don't mean to be callous about it, but you can't take care of everybody if you don't take care of yourself. Mentally, physically, and financially. Right? That's right. Got some construction equipment up on the hill there. Oh, it's gorgeous out. It's been good sleeping weather. I had the ceiling fans going yesterday to get some air movement because it was in the high 60s yesterday. We're that time of year where you you don't want the heat on and you don't want the air on, which is great because right now we don't have either. Till the repair guys get it together. But what is this? That is a black vulture. They're almost identical to the turkey vultures, except the turkey vultures have a red face. Now look at these flags here. They're blowing pretty good. I wonder why they weren't blowing on that little cart. It must have been really, really heavy material. Boy, do we need to go up to the end here today? Now that we learned that they sold the casita? Well, that just takes all the fun out of it, doesn't it? This is Fulton Beach Road, and we hopped on in Rockport and drove through Fulton and back by that structure on the right. That was right where the end of Fulton is, and we are back in Rockport. Let's get a last one of these in.
3 years ago, my doctor told me I was going deaf. I haven't heard from him since.
That's a good one. We'll take it, right? That's a good one. We're coming up to all the live, windswept live oaks. So most of the trees here on the left are live oaks. And right along this stretch of water, from the wind constantly blowing, you can see they're kind of all bent over and facing the same direction. And because most of the year we get wind out of the southeast. When we get a cold front, it'll come out of the north, but we continually get it from the south and southeast. There's one really good section up here. What is that? Oh, that's something rusty. We'll have to get back there. We will have to get back there. Yeah, you can see in here they're really windblown. No cars behind us. Really cool. I know you used to have to go through some permitting to cut down a live oak, and certain size limbs you couldn't trim. I don't know what the specifications are now. Probably similar. I could be getting this all wrong. There's an event tonight at Rockport Beach celebrating the, is it the 100 years of the navigation district? And there's some type of controversy about who's paying for it, and are they using taxpayers' money? And if it's an invitation-only event, how can they use taxpayers' money? And different people were going back and forth, providing alternate facts. You know how when you watch the Marvel movies, they have alternate universes? Well, now we're dealing with alternate facts. But someone said, why don't we bring all the homeless people? And I wrote, on behalf of the homeless people, no thank you. We don't want to get involved in your mess. Thank you. Let me turn in here so the car behind me can go. There it goes. Yeah, here's the old casita spot. That'd be funny if they buy another casita. But we got told the casita got sold. Another Rockport landmark. Gone. I heard the tour buses had to reroute. So once the casita got gone. What's the saying, guys? When you're a fake cowboy, is it all hat and no saddle? We gotta wave from them. I don't know who that is, but they waved. Very nice. We're by the HEB cabins now. You know what? Let's just look at the water while we're here. We'll go across the street and look at Copano Bay. We've come this far, kids. We've come this far. It's Sunday. Like I always say on Sunday, you got stuff to do. God bless you. I get it. Some people love the longer videos. Matter of fact, Sundays is my most watch time. But when I see a long video, I'm like, ah. And I've watched a lot of really good long videos. And sometimes, if it's a longer video and I want to watch it, it might take me a few weeks to get to it. Because I have a list. If it's, a 5 or 10 minute video, I can bang that out. But if it's a longer video that I want to see, it's pretty rare that I can watch it the day it comes out. I know a lot of people won't believe this. I got shit to do. Look at this view today. Look at all the birds, kids. Big white pelicans in the distance there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I see some egrets and some white pelicans. Pretty sweet. I see some ducks down there too. Wow. Nice. There's good eating right down there, kids. Let's go down here to the water. Then we'll call it a day. Very nice. It's a good spot to come fishing in the summer because you can get out, you can get under the bridge. You can actually sit in the shade and do some fishing. Very nice. You can tell it's a weekend because there's a whole lot of empty trailers here, and it's a good day to be out on the water, right? Not super windy. Pretty nice. Let's go through the loop here. There's a restroom. That's the LBJ Causeway. There's some fishing poles, and someone's got their compy chair. Someone's cleaning the fish because all the pelicans are lined up. Oh, the pelicans are lined up to get some chow. Huh. Very nice. I got a bike over here. Big old fat tires on it. Pelicans are all being patient, waiting their turn. Hey guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for riding along today. We got a gorgeous day here in Rockport, Texas. There's a trailer here in the way. We got to be careful going around it. Going to head off into the sunset. Ready? Thanks for watching.